The big game changers in user-centered design are the continual rapid pace of change. I've been working on projects quite recently with older people around the kind of 60, 70 mark has been the target market. And they've undergone the most rapid amount of change of pretty much any generation that's ever existed. So when you think about them sort of being born just after the Second World War and now being asked to use iPads, it's remarkable. And so when we're designing for people like that, the assumption is they can't use technology. Foolish assumption to make. And I've been out in the field and I've sat in people's homes and I've brought them into focus groups, and they continually surprise you about what they can do. And so for me at the moment, that's probably the biggest focus of change, is how does that change affect a group of people who've basically lived with change almost all their lives. And that's a little bit different to maybe people working in digital agencies who are designing the coolest, newest thing because that's the demographic, or their boss wants to win an award. So they're asked to do the coolest thing. At the moment, I'm not doing the coolest thing, I'm doing the thing that works for everybody. I'd kind of given up on going to events, so coming to UCD 15 for the last few years, you know, it's been a bit of a change of habit really. The reason I gave up is because the events were tending to just regurgitate the same old stuff. And I'm kind of grey and older than everybody else who I work with, so I was kind of just hearing stuff I'd already heard before, and it wasn't the quality of the speakers, it was the subjects were just the same. Not the case for this event. And the program here is challenging, the subjects are right on the bleeding edge of your comfort zone. You know, I kind of know a bit about that, but I don't really know what that is, which is exactly why anybody would give up a day to want to go to them. And I think for me, you're always learning from people smarter than you. If you can accept that, you're going to do well in your job. I've always accepted it. There's always somebody smarter than me. Everybody I've seen speak today so far this morning is definitely smarter than me, so I'm learning. The reason why I chose this particular event as well is that there's nothing better than a personal recommendation. And I know some of the people that are involved in organising this event. I don't really have to come here just for them, they've got loads of people coming, but their recommendation was incredibly strong and I do trust their opinion. So it was probably a combination of all those three things. So far I've had a great morning. I mean, one of the presentations was just completely mind-blowing. The guy had the whole room in his hand.